Hey everybody, today I'm going to answer the age-old question, how do you balance jiu-jitsu with your friends and family when it's not your job? If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. There are a bunch of videos where I address issues that'll make you more effective in life and jiu-jitsu. Thank you so much. Please remember to leave a comment and a thumbs up if you like this video. Coach Casey here with 10th Planet Las Vegas. I want to answer a question that one of my good friends and training partners, Jason from Orange County, gave me. He says, how do you balance jiu-jitsu with family and friends if it's not your work? Anyone that knows me knows that this question is near and dear to my heart. I value my family more than anything, and I value jiu-jitsu just below that. So those two things are very important to me. But I want to go ahead and take the word jiu-jitsu out of it, and let's just call it passion. How do you balance your passion with your friends and family? This is the age-old question, and this is the real struggle in life. You know, when it comes time to adding passions in, typically we need to cut things somewhere else. The easiest place to cut is with family time. If you're giving your family 4 hours after work, we just immediately cut that down by 2 hours and train, and eventually that's going to come to a head because you're basically robbing Peter to pay Paul. So I've come up with 3 points that I think are going to really help you get through this hard time when you're trying to introduce a new passion into your life. So for me, number one, you got to lean out your time expenditures. I want you to, for the next week, just write down where you're spending your time and what you're doing with your time. And it's really easy to just make those cuts. Game of Thrones, gone. NFL, gone. NBA, gone. You got to cut those time slots out, add your own passion in. Instead of taking from your family, try to take from those places because they are very fruitless and hold little value in your life. But your family gives you everything you need. So lean out your time expenditures. The easiest place to cut is TV, just all that wasted time. Number two, make the time count, quality time, right? So instead of sitting idle with your family watching said TV, why don't you make that quality time? Engage with them. Take your little ones out to the park, spend your time at your dinner table talking to your wife, ask her questions about her day. You are going to be cutting time away from your family, so the time that you do spend with your family, it needs to be quality time, or else none of this is going to work. The most important thing you can do is give the quality time to your kids. Remember, kids spell love T-I-M-E. That's exactly how they see it. The more time you spend with them, the more love they feel. And it's not just idle time where you're just sitting there, everybody's got their face glued to a screen. Make sure that you guys are engaging. Get out to the park, go walk around. It's October now. It's a perfect time. Get out to the pumpkin patch. Just do amazing things and create experiences, and this will help take some of the sting off of you being gone while you're trying to pursue your passion. Number three, train while they sleep. For those of you guys that have other passions besides jiu-jitsu, pursue your passions while your family sleeps. You can find, if the typical family gets up at 7:30 or 8 in the morning, you can find a ton of academies or the literature you need in order to get better at your passion from 6 a.m. until 8 a.m. So we'll use jiu-jitsu for this analogy. So when you first start training, you target 2 to 3 days a week, right? And then as you start to get better and as you start to want to get better, you want to start implementing more and more training sessions into your day. This is something that I specifically struggled with. I would have to get up at like 6 a.m. and try to get some of my training sessions done, or even 5 a.m. sometimes, so that way my family wouldn't feel it as much. I would get at least 2 to 3 training sessions in a week while they slept, and then I felt like that was just money in the bank. I wasn't exhausting any of my resources for my family. And eventually, it just kind of leaked over into the rest of my life. I just started staying kind of in that mode where 2 to 3 days, I do those training sessions and they affect my family directly. And then 2 to 3 days, I try to get them in after they're asleep, or at night or before they wake up in the morning. And this is one of the ways that you can mitigate this. And then whenever you can, it's not written here, number 4, but whenever you can, try to encourage it to be a whole family pursuit. If your thing is bouldering or hiking, it would be very easy to kind of incorporate your whole family into it and make it a family project. And you can do the same thing with jiu-jitsu too. Bring your kids in and encourage them to start training. This would also help your wife out too. If your wife doesn't like to train jiu-jitsu and it's not something that she's into, maybe you can find a school that has a kids jiu-jitsu program right before the adult jiu-jitsu program, and you tell your wife, like, hey, I'm going to take the kids, we're going to go train jiu-jitsu, you've got 4 hours of alone time now, and we're going to go do it together, kids and me. And I'm pretty sure your wife would love that. So here's something that I know for a fact, because I've seen it work in my life. I know for a fact more jiu-jitsu, more passion, will improve your ability to be a friend or a family member. This is something I try to preach to my students all the time. I ask them, please go home and appreciate the people that are truly making the sacrifices to allow you to pursue your dreams. It's really important to me that I go home and my wife and my kids understand that I know it's because of their sacrifices that I'm able to travel, train, and coach and do all the amazing things that jiu-jitsu has given to me in my life. And in turn, I make sure to reciprocate that to my family. It is really entirely by their good grace that I'm able to do this. Because if my wife said, hey, you got to shut it down, I would have to, because I love her more than anything, and my family. So if you really appreciate the ability to train, then when you are around your family and friends, the ones that's making the sacrifice for this, it's really important that they feel appreciated and that you're giving them the quality time and you're leaning out all the wasted time expenditures and that you're utilizing time that's not impacting them. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you like it, please leave a comment. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe and always give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Have a great day.